Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is BINTI and today our group will be presenting about Malayan United Industry Berhad, also known as MUI. MUI was founded in 1960 and is based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. On 30th June 1971, MUI was listed on Bursa Malaysia under the main market. In 1976, Tan Sri Koh Kay Peng, who is currently known as the 44th richest person in Malaysia, had bought a major stake in the MUI group. He then manufactured toothbrushes and household utensils and used the profit for corporate takeovers, which helped in growing the MUI to a $91 million pre-tax profit in 1984, hence making him the owner of MUI Group, which is a conglomerate including retailing, hotels, food and confectionery such as the famous crispy chocolate rice and cereal bar, property, travel, tourism, financial services, and property development all across Asia Pacific region, Australia, Canada, the United Arab Emirates, the United States of America, and the United Kingdom. Some of the major companies in MUI Group include the famous Metro Jaya Berhad, Flora HVD PLC, Chorus Hotels, and Network Foods. So more than 60 years, the MUI Group corporate strategy has always been consistent and underpinned by three essential qualities which are defined as strong, efficient, and trustworthy. So the management approach. In 2022, Andrew Koh Bo Yeol, MUI's new executive chairman, who is the second oldest son of Tan Sri Koh Kay Peng, said in an interview with the Malayan Reserve, TMR, that he recognized bringing in the right skill is challenging, and the group doesn't necessarily have all the skill in the organization to cater to all segments it serves, and through his role, he aspired to build the business and implement a strategic approach in order to be more asset-light and lifestyle-driven. So there are actually 5 stages of strategic management approach, which are identifying, analysis, formation, execution, and evaluation. Andrew said that as an example, in his interview with TMR, the Chorus Hotel under MUI is more than just selling bedrooms. It's about creating a brand and immersive experience in order to intrigue the customer for their getaways. They plan on rationalizing the group so that they can move forward with the purpose while staying true to MUI's value, which have a greater impact in the community. So through his statement, we can see that he had, number one, identified that in order to create a better brand, he must commit to satisfying the customer's need, which is to see Chorus Hotel as a getaway instead of just a hotel. And secondly, he had analyzed what he had to go through and change in order to satisfy his customer, while at the same time analyzing the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and also threats that will occur if he had changed the current management. Thirdly, Andrew must forethought the formation of the new management approach, which is an easy to understand implementation guidelines, as there will be a lot of new changes that will occur while branding Chorus Hotel. And next, he as a CEO must make sure whether his strategic planning is being implemented properly or not in order to determine its maximum efficiency. And last but not least, after everything is conducted, an evaluation must be made in order to see whether the management approach had a positive and negative impact on the Chorus Hotel, therefore making him responsible to reflect and revise only when needed. Okay, now I'll be passing to the next presenter, Aina.
Thank you, Farah. Assalamualaikum. My name is NOOR BINTI. I will present the process to identify the reportable and non-reportable segment. According to MFRS 8 operating segment, before we can produce a segment report, we must consider 10% threshold test and 75% total revenue requirement test. To identify of reportable segment of 10% threshold test consists of 3 tests. There are revenue basis, total asset basis, and profit or loss basis, and it must be more than 10%. If the operating segment does not meet any of the quantitative threshold tests, it will not be qualified to separately disclose in the financial statement and must be combined together and disclosed as all other segments category. Since MUI is using revenue basis and measured as operating segment, total external and internal divide by the total of segment. After determining a reportable segment, the entity must do 75% threshold test in which the total reportable external revenue divided by the total of segment revenue, and it must be at least 75% and more. Based on the annual report of the company, there are 6 segments in MUI. There are 4 reportable and 2 non-reportable. The hotel is 25.77%, the food is 12.17%, fast food chain is 36.12%, and property is 19.45%. All of them are more than 10%, so they are reportable. But retailing and investment holding are non-reportable because they are below than 10%. Next, when it comes to 75% threshold test, it resulted 93.52%, exceeding 75% test. Hence, no additional segment should be reported. As we can see, for new segmental report, the 4 reportable segment will be disclosed separately and the non-reportable segment will be disclosed as others. MUI not use total asset basis and profit or loss basis because they are not achieve the requirement to reproduce a segmental report, which is 4 reportable segment and 1 reportable segment. There are 3 reportable and 3 non-reportable based on total asset basis. There are hotel 70.63%, fast food chain 14%, and property 24.55%. They are reportable and the rest are non-reportable. Next, the profit or loss basis also has 3 reportable and 3 non-reportable. There are hotel 32.37%, property 23.32%, and investment holding 27.71%. They are reportable and the rest are non-reportable. Next, I'm going to present about advantages and disadvantages of the segment reporting. For the advantages, first, segmental reporting gives a better understanding of financial statement. Second, the profit and loss making units can be easily identified with the help of segmental reporting. Last, it helps potential investor in better investment decisions. For disadvantages, first, it's a time-consuming process. Second, the data presented can be misinterpreted by the investor or creditors. Last but not least, the common costs are sometimes difficult to allocate. That's all from me, and now I will pass this to the next presenter, Hafsa.
Thank you, Ms. Aina. I'm Hafsa, and now I would like to present about the process preparation of interim report of Malaysia United Industry Berhad. First of all, interim reporting is the reporting of financial result of any period that is shorter than financial year. It can be paid monthly or quarterly, when it is required to evaluate a company's financial performance and position at any given time. Now, let's move to the first answer of the first question. Malaysia United Industry Berhad is a discrete basis to prepare the interim report, as the preparation of the report is quarterly, which is prepared in a separate period. It also has been prepared in accordance with applicable disclosure provision of listing requirement of Bursa Malaysia SITI Berhad, as at MFRS 134, in terms of Malaysian interim financial reporting and international financial reporting standard. They also do not include all the information required for the full annual financial statement and should be read in conjunction with the consolidated financial statement of the group for the year ended 31st December 2022. there was no qualification made in the preceding audited financial statement and group operations are affected by the economic cycles and physical seasons. For the second question, in the same accounting policy should be applied in interim report are applied entities and financial statement except for accounting policy change made after the date of the most recent annual financial statement that used to be reflected in the next annual financial statement. One of the context policy used by Malaysia United Industri Berhad is MFRS 16, which is on the leases. MFRS 16 required the right of use asset in accounting approach that would recognize an asset on the lease's financial position, representing its right to use the leased asset over the lease term. The principal issues are the recognition of asset, determination of the carrying amounts and the depreciation charge and impairment losses to be recognized in relation to them. Next, I would like to pass my presentation to Hanis.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Noor Binti Vishan. We'll explain more about types of interim report and period of current and comparative period of the company statement. Without further ado, let's take a look at the type of interim reporting period prepared by the company that we choose, which are Malaysia United Industri Company Berhad. Types of the interim prepared by the company. As a public listed in Bursa Malaysia Berhad, the company constructs 6 interim reports to be overviewed by the stakeholder. Malaysia United Industri Berhad have prepared the condensed interim financial report for their company. The interim financial report has been prepared quarterly starting on 1 January 2022 and ends with 4th quarter on 31 December 2022. The interim report consists of 3 months and has been prepared for the 4 quarters, which ends similarly with the closing date of financial statement of the company, which are on 31 December 2022. The Malaysia United Industri Berhad has prepared a condensed consolidated statements of profit or loss, a condensed consolidated statements of other comprehensive income, a condensed consolidated statement of financial position, a condensed consolidated statement of changes in equity, a condensed consolidated statement of cash flow, and selected explanatory notes. Now, we are clear that the Malaysia United Industri Berhad prepares 6 interim reports quarterly. Let's go on with the period for the current and comparative of each statement prepared by the Malaysia United Industri Berhad. MFRS 134 simply describes that interim report should include interim financial statement, condensed or complete for the period. For further explanation, we have chosen the 4th quarter of the financial period to be evaluated, which ended on 31 December 2022. The first statement are the statement of financial position. The current interim report is as at 31 December 2022, whereby the comparative report is as at 30 June 2022. Second statement is the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. For the current interim period, it is 3 months from September to 31 December 2022, which are the 4th quarter, while the comparative period is 3 months from September to 31 December 2021. For the cumulative current interim period, it is 6 months from June to 31 December 2022, while the comparative period is 6 months from June to 31 December 2021. The next statement is statement of cash flow and changes in equity. For current interim period, it is 6 months from June to 31 December 2022, but the comparative period from June to 31 December 2021. Next, we will go to the adjustment made by Malaysia United Industri Berhad that falls on 4th quarter of the financial statement. First adjustment are related to the disposal of machine. On 1st October 2021, one of the company machine with a carrying amount of 300,000 was disposed of for a profit of 150,000. The machine was purchased at the cost of 700,000. From the table, we can see that before adjustment took place, the carrying value of PPE is amounted of 583,181,000 ringgit as at 31 December 2022. And after the adjustment of machine disposal are made, the PPE decreased at the value of 582,861,000 ringgit. This value are obtained by eliminating cost of the machine amounted to 700,000 and accumulated depreciation of 382,000. The second adjustment by Malaysia United Industri Berhad will be share capital adjustment. On 1st November 2022, the company has issued 2 million units new ordinary share amounted to RM1 per unit to increase their financial. Before the adjustment, the share capital as at 31 December 2022 is 98,084,000 ringgit. And after the issuance, the amount of the share capital increased by 100,084,000 ringgit. This value derived by simply adding 2 million ringgit new ordinary shares to the value of share capital before adjustment. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.